The night was clear. March 8, 2014. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a Boeing 777, prepared for a routine red-eye from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. On board, 227 passengers, 12 crew, and 2 experienced pilots, Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah and co-pilot Farik Hamid. The plane took off at 12:41 a.m., climbing into the night sky. For 40 minutes, everything was normal. Air traffic control tracked the flight, the crew communicated as expected, passengers settled in, unaware of the fate awaiting them. At 1:19 a.m., as the plane neared Vietnamese airspace, the last words were heard, "Good night, Malaysian 370. Moments later, the plane's transponder was switched off. MH370 vanished from civilian radar, no distress call, no warning. Vietnamese controllers waited for contact that never came. Hours passed, confusion turned to alarm, the aircraft had disappeared from the digital world, a routine flight had become an enigma. The world awoke to the news, a jetliner was missing, 239 souls had vanished without a trace. The silence was deafening. The search for answers had just begun. The world would never be the same. The mystery of MH370 had taken flight. In an age of constant surveillance, a plane had simply disappeared. The haunting question, how and why? The search began in the South China Sea, where the plane last made contact. Vietnam and Malaysia scoured the waters, expecting quick answers, but the sea remained empty. Days passed, the search area expanded. Military radar revealed the plane had turned back, flying west across Malaysia. The search shifted to the Strait of Malacca and the Andaman Sea. Dozens of nations joined in, deploying ships, planes, and satellites. It became the largest, most expensive search in aviation history. The search area ballooned to millions of square miles from the Indian Ocean to Central Asia. Despite advanced technology and global cooperation, nothing was found. Oil slicks were from ships, debris was just sea trash. The emotional toll on searchers and families grew. The world was united by a single goal, find MH370. But the plane remained elusive, a ghost in the vast ocean. The search became a test of endurance and hope. Each clue led to disappointment. The ocean's vastness was overwhelming. It was like searching for a needle in a continent-sized haystack. The initial frenzy faded into a slow, methodical, and fruitless hunt. The mystery deepened. The world watched, helpless. MH370 was still missing. MH370 vanished from civilian radar, but military radar tracked an unidentified plane flying west. The flight path suggested deliberate control, not a random drift. Then came a breakthrough. British satellite company Inmarsat detected hourly pings from the plane for 7 hours after it disappeared. These digital handshakes proved the plane was still flying, leaving faint electronic breadcrumbs. The pings didn't reveal a precise location, but allowed experts to draw 2 possible arcs, one north, one south. The northern route was ruled out, too many radars, too many eyes. The southern arc, over the remote Indian Ocean, became the focus. Analysis suggested the plane flew until it ran out of fuel, then crashed into the sea. The Indian Ocean is vast, deep, and unforgiving. The satellite data was the only real clue. Searchers now faced a near impossible task. The digital ghost had led them to one of the loneliest places on Earth. The best technology in the world could only narrow it down to a vast expanse of water. The hunt for MH370 became a race against time and the elements. The world clung to hope, but the odds were grim. The plane's final moments remained a mystery. The only certainty, it was gone. And the ocean kept its secrets. With no wreckage, theories flourished. Was it hijacking? No group claimed responsibility, no demands were made. A catastrophic technical failure? Possible. But the plane's deliberate turns suggest otherwise. The ghost flight theory, a fire or decompression left the plane on autopilot until fuel ran out. But the sequence of events points to human intervention. The most disturbing theory, pilot suicide or mass murder. Captain Zahari's personal life and flight simulator data raised suspicions, but nothing was conclusive. Other ideas, a shoot-down, secret cargo, or even cyber hijacking. Each theory tries to fill the void left by missing evidence. Without the black boxes, all are speculation. The truth remains locked in the deep. The world is left with questions, not answers. The cockpit's final moments are the heart of the mystery. MH370 is a riddle with no solution, and the story endures. Behind the headlines, 239 lives were lost. Mothers, fathers, children, friends. For families, March 8, 2014, became a day of endless waiting. Airports filled with desperate relatives clinging to hope. The lack of answers was torture, a grief with no closure. Every rumor, every piece of debris brought a surge of hope and heartbreak. Families became advocates, demanding answers and refusing to let the world forget. They organized, protested, and fought for information. Their struggle was not just with loss but with official silence. The discovery of a few debris pieces confirmed the tragedy but not the cause. The pain remains raw. The search for truth continues. For many, the wound will never heal. The empty chair, the unanswered call, these are the true legacies of MH370. It is a story of stolen lives and broken hearts, and a search for answers that may never come. MH370's disappearance changed aviation forever. New rules require planes to report their position more often. Efforts are underway to prevent tracking systems from being disabled. The mystery became a global obsession. Documentaries, books, online sleuths. A few pieces of wreckage washed ashore, confirming the plane's fate but not its story. The black boxes remain lost in the deep. The official search ended, but the questions did not. For families, the burden of not knowing endures. For the world, MH370 is a chilling reminder. Some mysteries remain unsolved. The ocean is vast and it keeps its secrets. The ghost plane circles in our collective memory. MH370 is a scar on aviation history, and a profound human tragedy. The search for answers goes on.